What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, at some point late last week, before Friday's release of the 4th episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but after in episode 3, we're introduced to the fictional MCU location of Madipoor, Marvel and their creative marketing team launched what looks like a completely legit tourist website for exploremadripoor.com. Now, it's still up and you can go visit the URL, but it's what was originally posted and has since been taken down that stirred up a ton of discussion. Again, this official to the MCU using huge X-Men connected characters like Mystique and locations like Krakoa. We're going to break down the 4 original things that were posted with these names, what they said exactly. I'll show you where you can find the photos. We're going to break down everything in this X-Men tease that has since been deleted from this official MCU website. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers. We just announced the 800K winner last week, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. And if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So first up, the URL is exploremadripoor.com. This is the website. It is still up. The photos of the original pages that have now been deleted are still on the internet. If you want to see them in full with names like Mystique, Krakoa, Blood Baroness, Dragoness, if you want to see all of this, you can click the link down in the description or the comments directly to my Instagram page. You guys know the deal. I'm just trying to avoid that copyright strike. However, the internet never forgets anything. That's why we have those photos. Also, shout out to thedirect.com where I sourced these photos and for doing great work in general. So let's break down quickly all 4 that were included originally, again, before they were deleted on this website. Now, what this was basically a dock container shipping manifesto that had some information listed about what it was and where it was going. The first one was named Mystique. The second one was named Cromwell, the third one was named Dragoness, and the fourth was named Krakoa. Each one of these with some unique ties to the X-Men, except for Cromwell, that's a different character that may tie directly to Blade. Of course, Mystique, a very well-known X-Men villain, probably the one that needs the least explanation, as she had a ton of feature in Fox's live iteration of the franchise prior to now entering the MCU. Remember, this is an MCU official website. Someone may just not have had clearance to use this intellectual property in this way on a site relating to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One of the next ones said Krakoa. Fans of some of the X-Men comics will remember this location well, but if you're not familiar, this was an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that, due to nuclear testing, somehow mutated into its own living ecosystem. That's right, think somewhere between Groot and Ego. You have a living planet, a living tree. Why can't you have a living island? It's been a part of the X-Men story on a couple of occasions, eventually becomes a home nation for mutants. The next crate said Dragoness. This character, Tamara Kurtz, was born a mutant following her parents' exposure to fallout from nuclear detonation over Hiroshima. She factors into a ton of places, pun totally intended. The X-Men, X-Factor characters like Cable, Sunfire, the New Mutants, Wolverine. She eventually does relocate to Krakoa, but at one point her storyline was located in Madripoor, overseeing the release of a drug that would contaminate the world's water supply. Yeah, I think I've heard that somewhere before in a superhero movie. And the fourth was actually listed Cromwell, which is probably a reference to Lily Cromwell. She's known as the Baroness Blood, daughter of Dr. Jacob Charles Cromwell, who was a pawn of Dracula. Obviously, if it's related to Dracula, an Easter egg for Blade. Now, how in the world does someone actually get to posting these names on an official MCU site without the clearance to do so and then immediately delete them? It's like the Sony Latin American channel that leaked the Spider-Verse trailer all the way back in December and then had to go around copyright striking that. I don't understand how some of these things happen. It's the same with the stuntmen who are tagging each other in the movies after they've made such a deal to keep this under wraps. But apparently, you know, that's just the nature of social media these days, how this stuff gets out. Someone must have just decided they had free reign to use X-Men characters. I do not believe in any way that Marvel has immediate intentions of bringing any of the X-Men characters immediately in. I don't think we're going to see Wolverine in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't think we're going to see Wolverine in the next year or so in the MCU. And even when we see at first, it's going to be some of the lesser known mutants. They're not going all in off the bat. That's never been their style in the first place. I also would anticipate with some really high profile franchise characters like the X-Men and Mystique, they're going to come in on their own title. Those are the kind of characters you introduce. You know, you get a movie like the Wolverine, you get a movie like the X-Men. I would expect to see some very low-level references, characters that are early in their origin story. Maybe Beast before he's blue and furry, a character that we're going to know, Dr. Hank McCoy, but isn't sort of the payoff like having a Jean Grey or a Mystique or a Wolverine. Of course, you guys can argue about that in the comments. I just think Marvel at this point is taking their time with that IP, and as far as any of the stuff that's coming out in Marvel Phase 4, I feel like I say this every single video, you have to remember that when they were writing the scripts for this stuff, it would have been right around or before the merger with Fox went down. So none of this would have had access to any of that IP. That's only been real recently, the stuff that's coming out in 2022, 2023, where we can even hope to see them legally and safely use any of this IP, which basically takes the rest of this early Phase 4 off of the board. But let me know down below all of your thoughts about this. How does this end up in the website in the first place? Someone using the name like Mystique, knowing that this is going to tie directly to the X-Men and that fans are going to see it. And do you think that at least maybe a little bit Marvel's been doing some of this on purpose? I see this comment every now and again down in the YouTube comments. People think that Marvel actually makes these little leaks along the way to keep people excited. I mean, at some point, I think you have to at least entertain the idea, although I really think it's just that Marvel, like some of these other entertainment companies, have so many working parts, so many thousands of employees that along the way, people are bound to mess up. You can't control everybody no matter how hard you try, and they just have too many people involved with their intellectual property and their entertainment division to try to keep everybody locked up all the time. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers. We just announced the 800K winner last week. People are asking, we're still giving one away. We're going to continue to give PlayStation 5 aways, probably all the way up to 1 million subscribers. We're also giving away Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. We're also going to announce some MCU related prizes later in the year. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, it's this simple. Hit the sub button. You need to be a subscriber. Leave a comment down below. Then, because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content here at the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple places. Hit me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. Then go ahead and stop by Spotify, YouTube, any other music platform, wherever you listen to music, go find All Fires. I have original songs, including the background songs you heard during this video. I'm putting out some new music early this year as well. If you want to check out me on another level, if you want to even go that extra level, I occasionally stream on Twitch. If you get down with the World of Warcraft, you can come find me playing Arena on my Warlock. That's under the tag Nvellen, Nvellen. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.